Hello, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's fine and Singapore is treating you well. I just wanted to say welcome to a little bit about ATOS, and I thank you for taking time to find out more about us as you look forward into your future for a career that you find fulfilling and suits your ambitions. So I am going to give you a very quick presentation about ATOS. Just give me a minute as I click to the next slide. Doesn't seem to be moving. Um, I'll try again. Okay. So, our employer value proposition is what this slide is about. Many companies talk about, especially in technology, and considering today's environment, a lot of the emphasis is not only just business, but how business is making a meaningful impact on the environment, on the people, and the space as a whole. Um, so Atos has very recently launched a whole new employer value proposition where the decisions we make today and the decisions that we make in our careers, and how we're going to be contributing to the company and how the company can contribute back to you. It's actually a decision that's conscientiously our future is our choice. So this is where Atos is heading towards. It's done a lot of pre work around it, as we've always been driving reports and auditing around how best we are contributing back to the customer in terms of carbon footprint, meaning reducing carbon footprint, and how we are looking at innovating ways that business can thrive in a sustainable economy. This is a look into our main focus areas in the business. A lot of the buzzwords these days are artificial intelligence, edge computing, Internet of Things, cybersecurity, and cloud sustainability. But every aspect of it is just not about Atos. It is about our customers. So we want to be able to impress upon our customers that we are obsessively concerned and committed and dedicated to your business growth. Therefore, everything about our way of doing business is about our customers, and their future is very exciting for us. And every aspect of this is also underpinned by our sense of purpose. Hence, this has become also a way that the EVP and our ambition is developed over the year and over several years that as we go forward. In a nutshell, what can you take away, if at all, about Atos? So this slide gives you an overview. How many thousand employees there are, and they're all experts because they come from different aspects of all the business solutions that I've presented. How many countries are we located? Where is our revenue at? One of the key value proposition, or one of the key highlights of our business, has always been our involvement with the Olympic Games and the Paralympic Games, and we've been doing it since the 1990s. And we have our contract with the Olympic Committee as their partners up to 2024. And over the years, I will also talk a little bit later, but you'll realize that over the years, as technology is dynamic and it evolves, how we've also as a partner of the Olympic Committee, have also evolved or taken their game from a different dynamic as it was for now and for tomorrow. Also, we have just a couple of weeks ago, we've launched ATOS One Cloud. It's also already our position as a global leader, but we are doing things, we are launching programs, and we're launching messages that reinforces our leadership in the cloud and digital workplace. You would also begin to see, if you follow ATOS on Twitter, on LinkedIn, that in the coming weeks there would also be some news around quantum. We have very strong case studies and business practices and partners who are with us on HPC, high performance computing, and quantum is one of those, because we kind of look at how data is going to be impacting every aspect of the world, of business, of economy, of life. So look up for us on social media. We're also number one managed security services in Europe, number three worldwide. We spend a lot of time and resources and talents in terms of R&D and patents. And some of these patents, you might be interested to know, are coming from student population and new inventions that are coming out with SMEs or entrepreneurs or new players in the market. Because it's such a dynamic industry, we've actually got specific programs that are running just to become incubators of these kind of ideas, and we have talents inside our organization where they mentor and they help these organizations take an idea to proof of concept, from proof of concept to potentially reviewed by patent boards, and how that eventually becomes businesses. And I will talk a little bit about that as well when we go into the IT challenge. We've also got 52,000 digital certifications, and as industry best in class, we also have reached a certain aspects in terms of a carbon footprint, how much revenue that is in terms of dollars, I mean European dollars. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Here, yeah. So as the world is an oyster for all of you, you might want to know, yeah, so all this is all about ATOS, but why would it be of any interest to me as an individual, as someone who's looking at my career, my prospects for the future? um, so ask us why, and some of these stats and some of these facts might help you understand and put together a plan for yourself about what kind of company you want to be associated with, what kind of company you feel that you can achieve your ambitions. Because, like I mentioned earlier, um, I look at the innovation and the investments that we have as just on the leading and the innovation side of things. We've got a dynamic group of experts who form the scientific and expert communities. They come from all different aspects of business, all different aspects of solutions. They sit together, they come up with thought leadership, they actually even forecast where business is going to go in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. If you go to our website, you'll pull out documents that says Journey 2024, and this was released last year. So they've already projecting where businesses are, and several times over the years, we've been proven that our scientific community is just not just looking through a crystal ball. They prove it with the facts and figures that's in front of them, and therefore project it realistically. Yes, Atos Scaler is the program I was talking about with regards to the SMEs and the new ideas and the new entrepreneurs that are coming out. Great opportunity. We've also presented that to analysts who have all given us the thumbs up and positioned us well in the magic quadrants. These are the things that you kind of need to look out for when you're looking at companies for your potential careers. Um, Under the uniquely position our value system and our value chain in terms of deliverables, um, and the kind of partners that we have on board. I mean, we're talking about Worldline, which is one of the leading players in terms of cash e-payments, Google, Siemens, Amazon, and things like that, where we are partners with them. Because I thought when we first started out, before this whole positioning about digital workplace and digitalization and digital transformation, and now with decarbonization, we are typically in the industry known as a service integrator and managed services people. Typically, that means we do not have a solution per se. What we have is talents and services. We take our talents, we go to companies and say, okay, this is what's good for you, this is how it will be implemented at the best way possible until we have acquired new products that have come in. So now we have bull technologies, which then goes into cybersecurity. Again, please feel free to look at us and review the company on atas.net, which is our global website. When you can, if you want to look at Singapore and Asia Pacific, it's just a slash Singapore or a slash Asia Pacific, and you get all the details that you need to research and to understand what more you need in your arsenal of information as you look through employees and employers. Again, looking at the secure and decarbonized digital, we are top three worldwide players in digital security. We are uniquely placed to present decarbonization to our customers and internally. We want to be part of uh, movers and shakers who will shape the future for businesses in the decarbonized sphere. Okay, so this is opening really slowly, but this is just another page that gives you our accolades, where we are, what we're known for, and what we are recognized for. And here is a good slide that gives you a real breakdown of all the different offices around the world, how that makes us 110,000 employee. It's like a country by itself. As far as usually when I talk to my friends or businesses, and I'll say, look, Atos is like a country by itself. Look at the amount of businesses that goes through and the revenue that's generated, or the diversity, just the diversity alone from cultures and languages and nationalities. And it's not. It's just not unique, as you know, UK to Middle East. It's multicultural multicultural cultural environment. So we have a lot of mixes, and everybody brings their unique culture and unique experience and their own unique mix into all the business relations and deliverables. So therefore, making it really fun, challenging, but fun. Without challenges, you don't have the fun, because you always have to climb the ladder to reach to the top. So it's really dynamic and it's quite exciting. And that was one of the reasons why I personally went into this company like 8 years ago. Again, a pat on our back. Um, so we have achieved some of our proudest moments. I've talked about the quantum that's going to be launched in the next couple of weeks. Please have a look out for us. I've talked about the Olympic Games and how we are, involved in helping our client modernize their solutions, modernize their engagement. Modernize is kind of a lame word, but it is digitalization. It is for the tomorrow. And how we also work with IT Challenge to look at ways that we can bring new ideas to decarbonize environments. And also, with the new digital transformation, we ourselves should be walking the walk and talking the talk. So internally, we're also doing a lot of programs that's going to help our employees, our staff, for me, my colleagues, to digitalize their skills. Once upon a time, when you do certain work, you have to be customer facing all the time, but COVID situation has changed everything. So now that in itself has driven a lot of digital transformation amongst a lot of companies, including Atos. And so there are future ready programs where, if and when this continues and how long it continues, solutions and our support for our clients will never be disrupted. Okay, so this gives us a quick look into our ambition. So, how we are dedicated to building a sustainable future for our employees, for our business, and for our customers. Some of the logos you're seeing on top are awards that are presented to companies that are dedicated and have shown proof auditing and looking at the programs that we do internally and externally, and as well as analysts. And these are continuously we submit for uh, submit for awards so that we are recognized for our efforts, and also it gives our customers, our clients, an understanding of where ATOS is leading, and that ATOS is committed to their future sustainability as well. Um, here, I just want to point out one key fact, which is net carbon emission and where we are heading towards. And you can see that over the years, well, very recent years, where we've been, and by 2035, we are moving towards net zero carbon emissions. Um, uh, I think past week, our chairman and CEO, Eli Girard, had gone on to present a whole a presentation around um, our commitment towards achieving this particular ambition of the net zero. It's available on LinkedIn. Please have a chat. And if you're interested to find out more about the CEO as well, look him up on LinkedIn, and he's very active there. It'll be a great opportunity for you to review where he's going with the business, why he's making all these conversations, and why would he be available for engagement with people of ideas. And so, as a younger generation, you have that opportunity to make that impact. The other aspects of work is also how are we driving a great place to work environment. I mean, everybody wants to work, everybody wants to contribute, but also how does the company invest our resources into your development, into ensuring your well-being at work? So we have continuous education. We have what we call ATOS University. You have a lot of programs under that. Annually, you're encouraged by your managers to look at programs that will help you move internally, meaning move up the ranks. That's not the right word to use, but move up your valley grades. Looking at also, some of us might have ambitions to want to move to projects or move to new solutions, move to new divisions. So there are certain credentials that you need to collect. So instead of going externally for these courses, you can do them internally. It is graded. Your managers are known, and at a time when you want to move from Singapore to, let's say, UK, the UK recruitment people will look at it and say, okay, does this fit? This is who are we looking for? And always there's an internal mobility policy, which means that recruitment departments are always looking to uh, promote, move, and rely on internal talents to take up some of the leadership, some of the deliverables that's required in other places around the world. Also, we have what I'm showing you here is collaboration. We have an internal communication platform called Circuit for Atos. So this allows groups to be set up internally. So instead of you working in silo or working with just your colleagues in Singapore or within your department, you have now an opportunity to kind of talk to your colleagues at the other side of the planet. Through these kind of channels and these kind of chat rooms where you have training is done there, launches of programs are done there, internal communication messages are done, even CEO APEC runs his own internal newsletters there. So you always have an opportunity to be part of the conversation, not be left to find out later on that this is what's happening. We leave and we provide you the opportunity to get involved, and we leave the power to you to get involved. Okay. Also, annually we run well-being days. Although part of the entire year, our internal communications team and our HR communications team and many others globally run programs. We have monthly, weekly, quarterly events that looks at how to better improve staff involvement in the company, staff welfare in the company. Many programs are run. However, there are dedicated weeks uh, of the year where we do programs that are, let's say, for this year we had Invest in Yourself, which is all about education, all about taking up like yoga and introducing that, how to have a balance when we run family programs, so that we want to be able to reach out to younger generation like kids, tell them what can atos do, how can atos be your career choice. Look at what mommy and daddy are doing, or look at my brother and sister as they are working for this company, so to give them pride that they are part of an environment that is growth oriented, employee focused. Okay, so this is IT challenge, which is very interesting because we like to hear and gather new ideas, refreshing ideas from young talents around the world. We've been running this program for many years now. So this year's theme is how digital can decarbonize non-digital pathways to digital decarbonization in business processes. It's it's quite difficult when you keep saying decarbonize, but the whole idea is tell us how you can better improve decarbonization for businesses, and it's for the future. So typically this runs for a whole year, and universities submit ideas. We then look at these ideas. We pass through the scientific community. Scientific community selects the top three or top five or top 10, and then they appoint mentors. Mentors then select or select the teams and work with the teams to work out the you know the ideas to something that is more business oriented and is able to be delivered. So it's fantastically run. We always have great submissions, and I want to show you some of these. So this is the timeline. If you are interested, there's also a website for that. It's IT Challenge Athos. Um, and look at the winners. So for the past years, we've had first prize from France, from Austria, from Netherlands, and they sorry, and you can also see which are the universities they are from. So they're tier one universities, and we're really proud to have them there. And more winners from all other parts of the world. We're talking from Germany right up to UK. And where is APEC? So in 2015, we had second place for South Korea. So Dan Cook University, one of the top universities in APEC. Malaysia came in second place in 2016. Very fun. 2020, just last year, or this year, sorry. The submission was last year. Award winning was this year. Malaysia won the first prize. So this is again talking about how we want to harness ideas, how we want to develop talents, how we want to be able to work with the new and upcoming people who are going to be the movers and shakers of tomorrow. Um, and the mentors work with them, have been working with them to this stage of where they've been, and now they will continue to work with them as these ideas become patents and potentially become solutions within the company. And also, I want to make a point here that several of these teams have been offered jobs in the company. They not only do they win 10,000 euros, not only do they have an opportunity to work with some of the top talents in the world. I mean, scientific talents and academic talents and business talents. They are also given an opportunity to work in the company. And a few of them, I think several years ago, worked with a major events team and went to Pyeongchang to help take up some of the positions that were available within our data center, no, within our command center to help run Pyeongchang Winter Games. Very exciting. Okay, that now brings me to the games, the Olympic Games. The next few slides are just going to show you the kind of work that we've done. So you see all these mustard colored balls with keywords. So this is just the evolution of the Olympic Games. So where were we? We were at wired network to now wireless. Where were we when it's physical? Looking at local physical servers, now we can do remote from Barcelona. Where we were in terms of managing websites and attacks, cyber attacks, and things like that. Now, a predictive analysis is coming into play. Cloud is now also part of the main offerings. So it just so shows the evolution, and you can also look at all the logos that we've been involved in, and we'll be adding more. As you know, because of COVID and all that, Japan games have been moved, and we're looking forward to that as well, and hoping to hear better news. This shows that it's a 360. We provide every aspect of the business and work closely with our customer, the Olympic Committee, to ensure that the games run securely and we deliver everything on time anywhere. We can work out of we work a lot of our functions remotely from Barcelona because we have a excellence center in Barcelona for the games itself, while a team actually moves to the specific country 4 years in advance just to look at the command center and to wire up and to be linked to every stadium that runs a game. Also, processing volunteer passes, media passes, engagement with athletes, monitoring athletes' performance on the field. So there's a lot of other things. I've gone into one of these and it's like screens everywhere, people everywhere. But there's an order and there's a system and there's deliverables and there's a certain sense of security that comes from hiring a company like Atos that has the experience and the track record to make it happen. Okay. I'm going to skip this. I think I talked a lot about Atos in terms of the games, but again, it just shows you that we are a community. We are recognized as a global leader. We are secure and we're committed to the businesses that are with us, with our clients. We want to be and we want to be able to present and be the leaders of growth factors within digital transformation of businesses inside and outside. And we welcome new talents, new ideas, and new opportunities to engage the community in meaningful ways. So, at Atos, inside and outside, and amongst all the stakeholders, we are committed to make sure that the future is our choice, and we welcome you to be part of it. And that ends my presentation. If there's any questions, I'll be very happy to take it. Thank you.